we still have a high degree of exposure. We still are inundated with COVID. And now the vaccine is not a weapon for most of us because most of us are not beyond 65 years of age. So testing is still very important.
To make sure we understand, in order to get tested, you don't have to be a certain age to get tested, or is it a prerequisite for testing?
There is no prerequisite for testing. Anyone can be tested. You can be tested daily. You can be tested weekly. You can be tested at any time that you believe that your life has been compromised or you have been exposed to COVID or someone has exposed you.
So tell us what your strategy may be.
MCI was one of the first companies to deploy nationwide. We were one of the first companies to be provided the Abbott M2000s, which was the technology that the White House and Dr. Briggs suggested. We were on the task force. So shortly after we received that technology, being in the state of Oklahoma, we recognized that this was trying to save a nation. I have never seen anything like this in my lifetime. I was old enough to have experienced the AIDS epidemic. It was not a pandemic, it was an epidemic. But what I realized was shortly after we started doing testing, and we could do almost 10,000 tests a day. We had the capacity and we were testing. And then a friend of mine called me to come to Atlanta and to support because it was so much in the underserved that were not being tested. So we deployed multiple teams and we were on the ground in Atlanta for almost 90 days doing testing. And then we went to North Carolina, South Carolina, we were testing in Florida, Texas. So, and a lot of this, I was out there as well because the point is that I wanted to make sure that we survived. We survived something that I have never seen, and I have continued to see things that I don't think that anyone should actually see on this side of the